Welcome, everyone. I think we got a bigger crowd than the Eagles had for their progressive drawing.
Wow.
And we're not even giving anything away.
Serious.
I missed it. What'd you say?
You said you should.
Oh,
I was getting ready to say, Mayor, wrong selection of words.
yeah, you got. I'll take that back. All right. Hey, I'd like to first open up the City of Lawrenceburg Board of Works meeting for tonight, August 4th, 2025. Mr. Fetty, can I get a roll call?
Yes, you sure can. Board Member Tom Roulette.
Present.
Board Member Brett Bondurant.
Yes, sir.
City Attorney Dale Weldon. Here. President Kelly Lalonde.
Here.
And myself.
Okay, I have no announcements for this particular meeting tonight, unless either one of you gentlemen do.
I have none, Mayor.
I have none.
If not, then I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So move.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New business, Mr. Cook, we've got about 3 under your watch.
Yes, sir. First one is the Todd Creech Pickleball Quote Award. So here to present the pricing for the Todd Creech Pickleball Project. This is for installing 2 new pickleball courts at our Todd Creech Park. We requested pricing and we received 2 quotes back. And after reviewing, we'd like to recommend the low responsible quote from Dave O'Mara Company at a total price of $179,800. And if approved, this project will be funded from our Parks capital line.
Okay. Timing, do they think they get to start it on that this year?
They do believe they can get started with it, with the concrete and the asphalt. They don't know if they can get fully complete this year, but
Okay.
they are planning to start if awarded.
Okay. If approved, I hope it turns out like the ones up on the hill did. And pretty nice and are used quite a bit.
Is that the plan, right?
That's the
Paint and
plan.
everything?
Same colors, yeah.
Good.
Same color scheme, black fence around it.
Okay.
It's really good.
All right. Any questions from you gentlemen?
You have a question I wanted to ask Mayor about the timeline.
Okay, well then, I'd entertain a motion to approve the low responsible bid of $179,800 from Dave O'Mara for the pickleball courts at Todd Creech Park.
So move, Mayor.
Second,
I'll second that, Mayor.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item, 2025 Speed Table Project Quote Award.
Yes. Here to present the pricing that's in your packets for the 2025 Speed Tables project. This is for installing permanent new asphalt speed tables at select locations on our city streets and 2 new ones at the Ledlow Hill Park. We requested pricing from 5 companies, received 3 quotes back. After reviewing, we'd like to recommend the low responsible quote from Cincinnati Asphalt Company at a total price of $57,742.22. And
Okay.
if this project is approved, it will be funded from our road improvements restricted line,
Timing?
completed in 2025.
Oh, completed this year?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any questions out of you gentlemen?
I got a couple. One, are you, wherever the speed table is going to be installed, will there be signage prior to that letting the people know that there's a speed table coming ahead?
Yes, speed.
Similar to what
sign
we
next
have
to it.
by the school.
Yep, and we're going to
Okay.
do that internally.
So there'll be signs?
Yep.
Okay. Second thing would be, if there's opposition with these after we install them, and there's a possibility that they need to be removed, how much of a job would that be?
I mean, we'd have to mill it all back out and replace the asphalt in that section of the road.
Okay. That's all I have, Mayor.
That's it, Tom? Okay. Anything, Brett?
I have none.
If
We'd like
not,
to ask the question, like, where are they going to be? Everywhere that we got speed bumps?
Correct. And
Where they're
then
going in?
Yep.
the 10 of them are replacing the current speed bumps, and the 2 new ones are at.
And the
Ledlow
reason
Park.
for putting these in is so that the plows can go over and we won't have to worry about taking them out
Well,
and keep people slow, correct?
we just don't want to keep replacing all the temporary ones.
Yeah.
They're in there year after year. But, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll entertain a motion then to approve the low responsible bid from Cincinnati Asphalt at a price of $57,742.22 for the speed table project. Can I get a motion?
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
Second?
Mayor, I'd like to abstain.
Okay. I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Well, yeah, I'm going to vote for it too, but let's do a roll call, Mr. Fetty.
Board Member Tommy Roulette,
Nay.
Board Member Brett Bondurant,
Yay.
and President Kelly Malone.
Yay. Aye. How about aye?
However you want to say it.
Or yes? Or
As long as
yes?
it's clear in the minutes, Mayor.
I hear you. Okay, so by a vote of 2-1, it will move forward. All right. Next item, Mr. Cook, LPD renovation design services proposal.
Yes, here to present the design services proposal for the Lawrenceburg Police Department renovations project. This project will create a new command center, interview room, additional office space, and some other changes to the police department. We solicited services from multiple companies and received the attached proposal from Branstetter Carroll that's in your packets. And after reviewing, we'd like to recommend the proposal from Branstetter Carroll at a not-to-exceed value of $35,000. And then if this is approved, it will be funded from our design and engineering line.
Okay. Questions from you guys?
I have none, Mayor.
If none, I will entertain a motion to approve the not to exceed number of $35,000 for the LPD renovation design proposal.
So moved, Mayor.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Cook.
Yep.
Ms. Felix, we have a couple, we got a couple under you.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I'm going to start with the police officer. So we do have a police officer that's going to be retiring on September 2nd after 20 years of service. If you remember, we just hired a new full-time patrolman back in June, and that recruitment process is pretty extensive. We multiple steps and interview processes. We would like to ask the board's approval to reach back to the candidate that was the second pick, to extend an offer to that candidate.
Okay, and this is something, and maybe Dave and Brian, or Chief and Assistant Chief can elaborate on, but this is something we've done based upon the amount of time it takes to do the process, right?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
So basically, it is permissible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's because we already, the number one candidate already got hired by us earlier
Correct, this would be,
in the year.
Also,
so we had sent the top three out for polygraph examinations, rounding out the end of our
Okay.
13-step iron project.
Okay,
Does this person have the academy?
Yes.
okay. All right, questions?
And the start date would not be till after September 2nd?
Correct, yeah.
Any other questions? Questions from you guys? If not, entertain a motion to give Jenny and the chief, assistant chief, the authority to offer the position out to the person that was number 2 in the process back when we did this in the winter, right? Back in the winter? Yeah. Okay. And if this person would decline, you'll come back, or how?
We move to the next person on the list.
Okay. All right.
I'm good with that, Mayor. I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second it, Mayor.
All right. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. The next item, really, Jenny, I can take that one for the SRO MOU and the ordinance is both in your packets, guys. I don't know what ordinance this would be, Mark, going forward. 5. So it'd be 25-5.
Yes.
This is an SRO MOU. This is stating, we've had multiple meetings with both Mr. Gailey at the schools, Greendale redevelopment, Greendale mayor, obviously the police department, regarding the SROs that we currently have at the school system. And the MOU, have you had a chance to read through the MOU and ordinance, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what this, in a nutshell, is the SROs will become a subset of the Lawrenceburg Police Department and be under their auspice, so to speak. They will have a separate set of SOPs that will be different than as a patrolman, and those kinds of things. There will be an application process that would happen, I believe, in
November 1st.
November 1st, Jenny. And that process would be open to the public, right?
Yep.
And then that we have 1 year from the installation of these employees would be hired on January 1st of 2026. They would become employees of Lawrenceburg, but then we would have 1 year to get these folks to the academy. So you'll have a better trained, better equipped group of folks at our schools, protecting our staff and children. So, questions, guys, from you?
The only thing I would see if you could add, Mayor, is this
Yes.
is all contingent upon the funding that we receive from the school,
Yes.
City of Greendale, and ourselves.
Yes, and also, that's a good point. And that is also in the MOU. So we want to make sure that we can, sustain this, so it's not a hit to the city of Lawrenceburg.
Right.
So, good point. Thank you, Tommy. So what I'd like from, if you have no other questions from the Board of Works, is to, I'm going to entertain a motion to pass on the MOU and ordinance number 2025-5 to council with a favorable.
Yes, sir, I'll make a motion.
I'll second that, Mayor.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Thank you, guys. All right, I have no other new business for Board of Works tonight, nor old business, unless one of you two gentlemen do.
No, sir.
I have nothing, Mayor.
If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved, Mayor.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, next meeting I'd like to call to order is the Utility Board for August the 4th, 2025. Mr. Fetty, once again, roll call, please.
All right, we got Board Member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Board Member Dylan Little.
Present.
Board Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Board Member Lenny Fryman.
Here.
Board Member Brett Bondurant.
Yes, sir.
City Attorney Dale Weldon. President Kellen Malone.
Here.
And myself.
Okay, I have no announcements for this meeting, unless anyone else up here does. If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New business, Mr. Fetty, you got some write-offs?
Yeah, we, these aren't our utility customers or anything, but these are miscellaneous receivables that we basically invoiced out. A lot of them have to do with insurance claims. Most of them are over 3 years old, and just trying to clean up the books. We had a meeting about 3 weeks ago with the attorney, Dell, so if you want to elaborate or anything on that. But it's just most of them are uncollectible. There was probably about twice as long list that we're still kind of cleaning up and going after some of those other ones. But these are the ones that we feel like with the time frame that we need to write off and clean up the books.
Okay. Questions from you gentlemen? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the write-offs at their total $17,751.72.
So moved.
So moved, Tony?
Yes.
So you- Second?
I'll second it, Mayor.
Second by Tommy. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion to carry. Thank you. I have no other new business nor old business for utility for tonight. Anyone have anything? If not, I'll entertain a motion to review the claims for board approval.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Motion to approve all payroll reports and checks once properly certified.
So moved, Mayor.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adjourn this particular meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Brett first,
Yeah.
Lenny second.
Lenny second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next meeting I'd like to call to order is City Council meeting for August 4th, 2025. We all could rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Man, that sounded great. You guys got some good voices.
Sounds like we're at a ball game.
We're gonna break out in song or something.
Yeah.
Hold, I'm ready.
No,
Please, Mayor.
keep going, Tommy. All right, entertain a roll call,
All
Mr.
right.
Fetty.
Councilperson Tony Abbott.
Excuse me, here.
Councilperson Dylan Little.
Present.
Councilperson Tommy Riddle.
Present.
Councilperson Lenny Fryman.
Here.
Councilperson Brett Bondurant.
Yes, sir.
City Attorney Dale Wilton. Here. Mayor Kelly Malone.
Here.
And myself.
All right. I would go through announcements, streets, alleys, and curbs, downtown area. Mr. Abbott,
Well, they're decent. Being worked on.
being worked on. Hey, it's all for improvement.
Yep.
Improvement. Okay, streets, alleys, and curbs, Ludlow Hill, Mr. Fryman.
All good, thank you.
All right, Finance Department, Mr. Bondurant.
No report, sir.
Parks and Playgrounds, Mr. Little.
Mr. Roulette and I took a voyage around the city the other day to highlight some things with the parks. We'll be coming back with a list
Okay,
for council.
Mainly to the bathrooms.
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
All right, good, thanks. Anything else, Dylan?
I got a few things I can add there to it.
It'll probably be part of the list. We've gone through every
What about
bathroom,
the-
every park.
What about the weeds on the alley of the Civic Park, on the alley side?
On the alley side?
Yeah, the weeds are pretty bad. The vines have overgrown the bushes.
I was going to say, if, with that, I mean, I've also reached out to Morgan about some weeds on Walnut Street. Could you follow up with him? I've tried to touch base with him today, but I haven't heard anything back.
He's on vacation.
I've got another question. George Street Park, where are we at?
Hold on just a second.
All right,
Dylan,
that's on
you
the
said,
list.
It's on
Dylan,
the
you said
list.
Walnut Street
Yes.
and the weeds at Civic Park?
Yep.
Okay, Tony, and you're asking about George Street?
Yeah, where are we at on that? We're supposed to redo that like we did the other ones?
Yeah, it's part
It's
of,
in need of it.
it's part, where'd he go? Austin. Anyway, it's part of their project they're putting
All right.
together.
One more thing, swimming pool. Season's almost over, and we're gonna have to go in there. There's a lot of work to be done at that swimming pool. The
Okay.
baby pool has painted, all the doors have to be changed. The doors won't even close in them hardly.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff, so should we put money in the budget for that, or?
Well, why don't you get with Austin and do a walkthrough at the end of the season and
Okay.
identify what needs to be done? He can put a list together and then we can take a look. We probably have money in the 2026 budget to do that, I would assume, or part of it. We may have some left over this year. We can get started on it.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
do that.
get with him.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a possibility.
okay. Anything else on the parks?
That's it for me.
Okay, what about fire department, Mr. Rowland?
Mayor, I do not really have anything to report other than if you all opened up the email that Mr. Tremaine sent, we do have a firefighter getting ready to retire, and they're gonna have something for them, I think it's on the 14th. But if you all look at the pictures, when that individual was setting the fire apparatus at the fire out in Greendale, Alternative Plastics, I'm sitting right next to my buddy. That is him and I on that picture.
So you're probably a lot younger.
Oh, yes, a lot better looking too. That was many years ago.
That was, back
not
when they had that
long.
fire out there, that was quite a long.
And if memory serves me correct, we had just starting having those individuals as full-time firefighters when that fire happened.
No kidding.
Yep, yep, 2005. Yep. So yes, sirs, you might want to take a look at that picture to see what we looked like back in the day.
Yeah, Mr. Harrell's retiring.
Yes, he is.
Good for Turtle.
That's something.
Yeah.
Who would ever thought?
Yeah, I hear you.
Anyone knows Turtle?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I got about 2 or 3 things I just want to highlight. Want to congratulate students and staff, Mr. Gailey, and the school board on a successful first week, I guess, was last week? No, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I know that's always a busy time of year, that first couple weeks. So I want to let everybody know that this Saturday, Special Olympics will have their annual fire truck pull down here at the Civic Park. Come down and support all of these Special Olympic athletes. That's what the funds go to, is to support them with their endeavors as they run through all of the Olympic events that they get to participate in. It's a great event. If not been down there, please come down. I believe the activities start at 11, but I don't believe the actual poll and such will start until about 1 o'clock or so. So, this is mainly for council. I just wanted to let them know that we applied again for the tax credits for the senior housing, but we had all talked about at some point, we were, if we're not successful this time, that we were going to do an RFP to go out to contractors, developers, to see what would come back. I think, and I'd like to get your input on this, is I'd like to see if we couldn't do that sort of parallel with, because we're going to have to wait until November or even into December to get an answer back on the tax credits. If for some reason we don't get accepted this time, I would like to be at least maybe have a map going forward that, we wouldn't just start the process, and maybe we could at least have the RFPs out and get some feedback, back from developers. So think about that, but I'd like to maybe take that route if you guys agree.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would we get a copy of that to review prior to?
Well, oh, yeah. I wanted to bring it up tonight to you guys. If that's something, and it sounds like everybody's in agreement, we'll get an RFP started on that, and we'll get Austin involved and Dell and get that put together. So, okay, thanks. I'm glad you guys agree with that. Okay. New business. The first item on your agenda, I'd like to ask to table tonight, to get a motion to table that for tonight, if I could.
Yeah, I've received nothing in my packet pertaining to it, so I would feel comfortable making a motion to table for tonight.
You making a motion, Tommy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can I get a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, you guys see your donation committee recommendations.
Mayor, did you know that we had some people here for that?
No, I didn't. But we didn't have anything in our packets.
Yeah, we're on the agenda. We've had information for weeks.
Hey,
Seen it?
We've been
Rescind.
advised that, go ahead.
rescind it and let them speak.
We've been
We don't have
revoked,
anything.
advised by our environmental consultants to table it for now. It's our understanding that there are some answers that IDEM is seeking from the Tanner Street folks.
We have those answers. We've provided those.
Yeah, but you have to answer them, and then we have to hear back from IDEM, so we have to table it for now.
We haven't gotten the answer back from IDEM.
Yeah. So we work with IDEM, and then that will trickle through our environmental folks, and then we can propose it again when we're ready.
And the environmental folks is Atlas.
Yes,
Those
that's our environmental.
Yeah.
Did you send it to someone in the city, or was it just Adams?
We've been talking to
Yeah.
John Johnson off and on for the last 2 weeks.
Well,
Yeah.
you owe answers to IDEM.
We got the answers, they're already here.
That's
You
how
just
we
didn't get to
do it.
review
So
'em?
we-
Is
But
that what-
you gotta understand, we're in a position where we have to have confirmation that you satisfied your obligations to IDEM before we could even consider voting on the permit. So we've been advised that you haven't. Whether that's true or not, you'd have to deal with that with IDEM. Once we can confirm that you complied with everything IDEM needs, then we can consider it.
Can we ask who we haven't applied? Who's the person that's telling you this? That we have not applied and finished the answers?
We've got a permit from IDEM. There
Yeah.
was just additional comments after the fact.
Is
When,
it
when
Atlas?
did you get that?
The permit?
Yeah, we've had the IDEM permit for,
No, I'm talking about, when did you get the answers, when did you get a response, did you get a response back from IDEM after they requested the additional questions?
we've only had questions from IDEM about a week, less than a week.
Right, but
So have you gotten a response back, have you given them their answers?
Yes,
And have you gotten a response back from them yet?
no.
And that's why we can't vote on it.
Can we ask, so when our questions come back, does those questions have to be approved by Atlas, then approved by Dell? And then could we possibly get into the next, is that gonna throw us out
What-
another month?
Once we, correct me if I'm wrong, once we get the answers back from IDEM that you guys have satisfied your permit responsibilities, then it will be an internal review, and then it will just be a matter of bringing it to this board and vote on it.
Can I ask you, Mayor, is that something that can happen, if we can get these questions back, is that something that Dell can review? And do we have to come to it, is it 2 weeks?
Yep.
I figured that. Is that something that will happen in possibly 2 weeks? If we can get all the questions answered?
As long as we have, correct me, I mean, as long as we got the answers back from IDEM, and it's satisfactory to IDEM, I mean, John would take a look at it, and then bring it, and it'll be an agenda item on the, I mean, that we can vote on.
We're holding this permit up with the council. Are we able to speak with that about that tonight? Is that the only questions that council's holding up?
We're not prepared to answer any questions. You guys need to get back
Okay.
with IDEM.
I understand.
And then we'll
I'm
deal
just-
with it.
Yeah.
If there's something we can work on and approve, we could answer some other questions, but
Yeah.
we're just trying to gain a leg on
Once-
what's going on.
Yeah, we can't move forward without IDEM's permission, okay? And once we get a satisfactory answer back from IDEM that you guys, answered their questions and they're satisfied with it, then we can move it forward,
Okay, thank you for your time.
okay? Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. So any, next item is donation committee recommendations. You guys had a chance to look at those? I entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is roadway change ordinance. Mr. Weldon, this is ordinance number 6.
Thank you, Your Honor. Please, as a common council, we have in your packets is a proposed ordinance changing the names of 2 roadways within our city limits and then instructing the state and the county to follow suit. The 2 roadways in question are Speedway Drive, and that shall be renamed J.R. Todd Lane, and then Primrose Street shall be renamed as Primrose Drive.
And Mayor, if I may, excuse me, I'll probably abstain from voting because the Primrose Street is the street that I actually live on. But since I've been there since '92, it's always been Primrose Drive. We recently purchased a couple lots next to our property, and when we got the deeds, it was saying street. So we called the county, the wife did, my secretary, and informed them of that. So when we got feedback from them, they said they changed it. We went online and found out they took everybody on Primrose Drive with one touch of a finger and turned it into Primrose Street.
Wow.
And if anybody goes by there, you know it's always been Primrose Drive. So it's up to this board whether they want to go with that or not. But I will probably abstain from it, being it is my street, my drive.
What does your sign say right now?
Primrose Drive, I catch myself on.
So we're not gonna change the street sign again.
Then Primrose, my deed when I bought the property says, and I could have brought the whole packet with you, says Primrose Drive.
No, we just bought the street sign, so I'm not gonna change it.
Yeah, what Mr. Rollette's saying is accurate. We were able to confirm that with Mr. Johnson, and then the issue, of course, is council, or the county needs a ordinance of this nature to effectuate that
Right.
change. So, Mr. Rollette does not have to abstain. He's not receiving any
I would
benefit,
feel better, but
he
yeah.
can, of course, abstain if he likes.
And just to touch on the county, I did reach out to the county and talk to county commissioner, and he did lead me to the right place. But that person there stated it has to be done by the city, and I'm like, but you guys did the touch of a finger and changed it. This is where.
Amazing, huh?
Government.
How does that hurt all your
Okay.
mail and stuff coming to you? We got the
Well,
same
now
problem
I'm
out of
getting-
Morse Hill.
Now I'm getting two of the, what is it, the Beacon? I'm getting one from Primrose Street and Primrose Drive. In fact, we just went out and got some protection for our phones and things of that nature, and they are arguing with us because we are listed as Primrose Street, not Drive.
The only good
So
thing
it's
about
been,
that, if you got a bill, you're not
It's been
paying.
going round and round, and God love my
Yeah,
wife,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
been dealing with all this.
Yeah, well, we got the same issue out in Morse Hill. Not that I live there, but my daughter does.
What, that quick?
Well, any other conversation regarding this ordinance before I ask for a vote? Okay, then ordinance number 2025-6, just talking about the two roadways that we are renaming. I'd entertain a motion for approval and adoption tonight, provided that it's a unanimous vote.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain?
Abstain.
Roll call.
Councilperson Tony Abbott.
Aye.
Councilperson Neil Little.
Aye.
Councilperson Tom Roulette.
Abstain.
Councilperson Lenny Fryman.
Aye.
And Councilperson Brett Bondurant.
Yeah.
With an abstention, can we consider it a unanimous vote?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, then it'll be approved and adopted tonight by unanimous vote. Thank you. All right, the next item is LMS update, and that is not Lawrenceburg Municipal Sewer. That is Lawrenceburg Main Street.
Hi, I'm Kim Tremaine. I'm the treasurer for Main Street, and we'd like to take this opportunity at least once a year to say thank you to the city and the council for the support that they do give Main Street. I think in your packet, there are some updates of the amazing things that this team does every year. A lot of hours, a lot of activities, Music on the River, which we know is growing to over 3,000 in attendance each time, I believe. We did bring in, the city did bring in, I should say, three new businesses this year. We also have a new small business relocated that was the cell phone brick and mortar, which is the Lillian's holistical journey, sorry. The ice rink visitors were 8,000, and I don't know if anybody personally has had an opportunity to go through on Saturdays and see the number of people that are attending the yoga in the park. It's full. It is full, especially on the beautiful days.
Yet to see Lenny there, though.
No comment.
He's let us down. He's supposed to be he is our rep for yoga.
Oh, well,
Go ahead, Kim.
Along with the farmer's market, I don't know if you've all had an opportunity to attend the farmer's market. Yes, so you can get an extra tattoo that will not come off, it's permanent.
there you go.
They go a long way. The farmer's market has just been phenomenal this year. New people coming in, people coming back, they absolutely love it. And I don't know, but Gail had the opportunity to bring in a huge, where'd you go, Gail? Nothing but corn from Rushville, and he brought a truckload in of nothing but his corn. We had one that had to step out, and she was able to last minute bring in if I could take a minute, those that are on the board, could you please just raise your hand? You'll see there's several on the board, business owners, and we have 3 great staff members. As you know, we're lucky to have Becca with us this year. She's taken on a large job, and we just want to say thank you.
Thank you as well.
Yes,
Any
doing a fabulous job.
They do. They do an amazing job. They really do. A lot of hours, a lot of activities, which brings everybody to Lawrenceburg. It really does.
Well, we appreciate, it on behalf of the city and I mean, council can speak for themselves, but Main Street is we couldn't do the activities that we do downtown here without them, and they're a great conduit for us. And obviously, you know, they have their set of events that they are responsible for, and the city has theirs, but we help each other out, and they're always there to help us out. And I'll tell you, the board, I'm sort of an ad hoc member, and they really hate when I come to their board meetings, I think. But the thing is these people that serve on that board, I mean, it's a volunteer board. Meetings are held in the evenings. It's time away from their families, but they feel they feel committed to downtown Lawrenceburg, and that's what I certainly appreciate. But Kim, we appreciate the work you do as well. But Becca, you've been a great addition to our
Thank you.
Yeah.
our staff, and
I have a lot of fun.
well, I think you're having fun. But you know, Gail and Karamia, I mean, we appreciate you all as well. So thank you for all that you guys and gals do. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Any
Hopefully
questions?
next year we'll have farmer's market in the new pavilion
Yes.
under shelter.
If we
Maybe
ever
a-
get the roof done.
It's looking good.
It is looking good.
Yeah, looking real good. Yeah. Any questions for us that we can answer? No? All right. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated.
All right. Okay, guys, that's all of the new business that I have. Any?
SRO, MOU.
Now you got SRO and MOU.
Yeah, why didn't I say that?
I don't know.
I don't know. That is not all the new business. Okay, I'm going to take these one at a time. The SRO MOU between the union and the city of Lawrenceburg. Y'all have had a chance to review. Some of yous were even part of putting it together. Any questions regarding that? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve that.
So moved.
I'll second.
Second, Dylan, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Ordinance number 2025-5, ordinance creating a new division within the Lawrenceburg Police Department, which will be the SRO department. Any questions regarding that document? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve and adopt tonight based on, if that's a unanimous vote. Can I get a motion?
So, go ahead.
So move.
Dylan, second.
Second.
I'm going to give this one to Lenny.
Oh, you don't give nothing to Lenny.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Mr. Gailey, we appreciate your help in all this as
Yes,
well.
most definitely. And our assistant chief and our chief as well. I think
Absolutely.
we're going to set a precedent here as role models, is what I'm trying to say,
For the state.
throughout the state of Indiana with this. I really feel good about it, and I hope it just continues.
It definitely
The funding
It
stays
strengthens our
there.
positions in the schools.
Yeah.
Strengthens our position in the
Yes.
schools. And the cooperation from this council and Mr. Gailey has been second to none. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to this new task, and
Yeah,
it'll be a good deal.
be a role model here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, under old business, it's not on the agenda, but I know that folks from Riviera have come to meetings the last couple months or so.
I'll make a motion for adjournment.
And we said we owe you an answer. I want to preface that by saying that Mr. Weldon and I met with Patricia Wells and Diana Ward last Friday in my office to discuss what's going on at Riviera. I'm going to say this to those of you that probably already know this, but those two ladies are in an impossible position, the way that this was all set up. My understanding is that Fisher Homes sort of signed over, or whatever the proper term is, in January, Riviera 2. And really, little to no money in the coffers on the HOA fees. So already, Riviera 2 is going to be behind. You know, and that's what we talked about in my office was they're part of an accounting nightmare. I don't know. Listen, I know a lot of yous in this room, and I know a lot of other people that live up there. Beautiful facilities, beautiful development. And I'm sure Fisher Homes will hear this meeting, but I certainly don't really care. But I believe that they didn't maybe fulfill what they should have fulfilled. That's from an outsider looking in. And I spoke with Patricia and Diana about that. As far as what the city can do, it's pretty black and white, and it's on the border of legal and not legal. The PUD, which is a planned unit development, was developed when Riviera came in, when Fisher Homes approached the city of Lawrenceburg way back when. And there were specific items put in that planned unit development code. And if you all want to look up that code, it's 154-2.35.
Correct.
And it spells it out, Riviera planned unit development. It has everything in there that Fisher Homes said they would do, and how it would be sustained going forward. I can't say that. It will be it's up to this board whether or not they can change anything, but legally, the way it's written right now, we can't. Okay, based upon what's on paper right now, public money cannot be used in a private development. I know that's not what you want to hear.
Can I add a little bit to that?
Yes, sir, sure.
First off, I'd like to thank all the residents that came. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And what Kelly just said is very true, that we did meet with him, and there is actually, they told us at that meeting, I'm sorry, I should be talking in here. They told us at that meeting that by law, there was nothing the city could do to take our streets over. So late on Friday afternoon, Dale sent me the actual ordinance, and it is called City of Lawrenceburg Code of Ordinance, okay? And in there, Fisher did spell out exactly what Kelly said, but there's one paragraph in there that's very important. And this paragraph is, I'm going to read it to you. The Plan Commission has the perpetual right to modify or terminate commitments by decision of the Plan Commission at a public hearing, so long as the Riviera PUD zoning district is in existence. Commitments shall automatically terminate upon a rezoning of the property to a different zoning classification. So I've spoken with a couple attorneys today. the attorneys did tell me that it is within the power of city council to do several things, but one of them is we can be rezoned from a PUD to a residential area. I've sat in council, I've heard you rezone, it is possible to do that. So our request here remains the same. We're asking the city to rezone and so that our streets can be incorporated into the city. Now, we ask council to approve this and contingent on whatever legal action might need to be done. So, and before you take a vote, Lenny, at the last meeting outside there, you said multiple times, we want to help you so much. We want to help Riviera. Well, now this is your chance to show us you meant what you said. When you take a vote, remember what you said. You wanted to help us. So I'm calling you out on that.
What have I told you?
But you also said y'all wasn't millionaires up there, and I know a whole bunch of you are.
So anyway, it can be done, all right?
Okay, I've got one question, Dale, maybe you can answer this too. It can be done, but before it can be done, do the streets have to be widened? Because we had to do that for the boat docks before we could take it over.
Well, I mean,
I'm saying, do they have to widen the streets before we can take it over? Are we allowed to take it over if the streets are not widened?
We can take, so from my understanding, because I've reached out to someone as well, you can take it over just like you would take over any other street. You dedicate it, so forth and so on. The issue is whether or not this board wants to, right? And here's the thing, there's going to be long-term maintenance, we know that, just like with every other street. I'll let Doe answer because he's the attorney, but from my understanding, the folks that I've spoke to, you can take it over, but it's up to this board.
Well, the first request was to take over snow.
Correct.
And then that kind of morphed, I guess, into, can you take over our roads? Now you're asking us to rezone your whole community. So, I mean, that's not really something we can do on the spur of the moment. I mean, I can't really answer that question. What I can say is I support everything the mayor said. And, when Lenny says we want to help, yes, we of course do. But this is a private community that is paid for by HOA fees. That's how it was set up. So as we sit here now, we can't spend public money to work on private community.
That gets me because you spent $15 million for the Whiskey City Apartments. That's a private development.
That was not.
It's still private. It's still private.
That wasn't taxpayer money.
We pay taxes.
Okay, listen, folks, I know that you want to hear one thing and one thing only. I get that. But what is really the root cause of this? Do you know? What's the root cause? They weren't charging you enough. That's the root cause.
Duck.
I mean, obviously, listen, any business person could tell you, okay, based upon how many units you have and what your budget for the year is going to be, how much you need to charge in HOA fees, correct? We know that Fisher Homes didn't charge enough. Obviously, they wanted to sell their properties, okay? And the quicker they could sell Riviera 1, they could build Riviera 2, right? Okay, and as soon as they sold out Riviera 2, they want to hand it over to you guys, okay? I mean, let's be honest, okay? I think you shared with me, Patricia, Friday, that your budget is about $490,000 a year for Riviera 1. I don't know, Diana, if you shared what your budget was yet, or with us or not. But obviously, if and I think you said you're taking in about $450,000 a year. So how are you ever going to pay for how are you going to pay for roofs later? If you're taking in what you're spending every year, how are you going to pay for your road upkeep? How are you going to pay for
the pool upkeep, how are you going to pay for any of the common areas going forward? I mean, that to me is probably one of the first questions you ought to ask yourselves is, how did we get in this position? Right? I'm not saying it was any of your fault. It wasn't Patricia's fault. It wasn't Diana's fault. Yes, ma'am.
I think, Mayor, you're missing the point here.
Okay.
Okay, first off, the point is, we're asking the city to, and we have always asked for the city to incorporate our streets. It wasn't just snow removal. Our initial, if you go back, May 2nd, May 4th, I think it was, when we came to council, that is what we asked for. Number one, it's not for you to decide or to judge whether we bring in enough money or not. What we're saying here is, we're asking to be rezoned. We're private. We don't want to have private streets. We're asking the city, according to this ordinance, it says that it is within council's privilege to rezone us.
Planning and zoning is what I was gonna say.
Planning commission.
Planning commission would have to do that first.
That's a whole nother.
Okay.
We're not the planning commission, but
Yeah.
you're
Well, that's what it says here. So, like I said, I spoke to a couple attorneys today. All of them said this all can happen, this all can be done. And if we have to go to the planning board, is that a county?
It's city, the Lawrenceburg.
It's city.
Yeah.
All right, so we can do that. So in the end result is, though, this board still has to make the decision, correct? Or does the planning commission do it?
It would come to this board, yes. My question is, though, is why do you want us to take you over?
Why not?
No,
We spend a lot of money down here in this town.
No, it's not that, Patricia.
But I know that the condo association fees did go up this year again.
Do what?
The association fees did go up again this year. And also, I do know that it is hard for some of the residents to reach out to even get their payments over to
Right.
whoever it goes to. Because
Right.
I'm getting a lot of those phone calls, and sometimes they don't even know that they've gone up, and they're saying, you owe us $1,000 and $1,500. Well, where's that money going?
I don't understand your question.
So they're making, who do you make your payments to? Turner.
Well,
Can you
Alliance
ever-
Bank, right, yeah.
Well.
Turner's our
everybody has to
management
do,
company.
right? Okay, is that who is supposed to be going to the payments to? And then in turn, does that come back to you?
It goes to Alliance Bank. It's the bank that handles condo payments.
Right, but you have an office that it gets paid to. And I know some of your residents have not even known that their fees have gone up.
Well, they get a letter. Every single year, they get a letter, what to do, how much it's going up, what to do,
And to go
and
in.
how to get in touch.
they're going up.
And
So I
then
guess
they
my
get a
question
letter
is-
every single month. They get a letter. So if they tell you they don't know what's going on, they don't open their letters.
So when the fees go up, what does that go to? The condo association fees, when they go up, where does that money go?
Into the budget.
So that's part of your 450 for that section, or as they go up, your budget gets to go up?
We create a budget in September and October. We'll do a budget for '26. Okay? And depending on the outlook, it's determined. Do we need to put in a new roof? What do we need to do? What improvements do we need, and how much money are we gonna need to do it? And then that determines how much our increase has to be.
Is the snow removal the biggest expense?
Not our biggest one, no. So, but anyway, it's not all about, we're asking the city to incorporate the streets to absolutely help our budget. That's the bottom line, okay?
What about all the taxes that we pay?
Well, we've brought that up. I mean, they don't make the taxes, different county does that. They get a lot of ours.
No, we do not get a lot. We get very little taxes. I
don't know.
Single percent.
That's what I have an issue with, is when people want to say things that they really haven't got all the facts. Okay? We don't control taxes, all right? We control the city's part of the tax rates. That's it, okay? So, I mean, we can say what we want about that, but I still haven't gotten my answers. Why now? Why is it now that we're being approached to take over this community that has been private for 20 years? I'm just asking the question. I don't know the answer to. Yes, sir.
Why did 3 Mile apply for it and get it?
Well, I can tell you.
What improvements did the city do to bring them up to quote-unquote specs?
Well, we didn't do any improvements that I'm aware of to bring them up. But the main reason is what I'm recalling from, that was my first term, was that council, and that was a whole different council back then, voted to do that in order to, we have a lift station at the bottom of the road down there that we have to maintain. And the reason that they took over that road was, number one, it was just a road. I mean, it's not a whole community, right?
But we're just asking for 2 streets.
Here's my 2 cents of it. What I worry about is if we don't take it over, what happens come the day that it deteriorates and we can't get our garbage trucks up there, we can't get our fire and EMS up there, it becomes a safety issue if we don't even take a look at it at some point. That's where I have concerns. You have a steep hill grade. I hear that there's the PUD. I know what your guys' concerns are. There's the money portion. How do we budget for it? We've had 3 months to look for answers. I worry about the safety part of this, though, because if not now, in 20 more years when the roads are deteriorated, they're still going to come back to us. It's kicking the can down the road and not solving a solution.
Well, the answer is the same today as it was 3 months
Please,
ago.
Del, I'm not asking, did I ask for your legal advice? You don't have an elected position.
We're not going this way.
That's not the way we talk.
You don't have an elected position, though. I don't need your opinion unless it's legal.
Okay, here we go. Number one, we're not going to make this into some
Not at all.
political back and forth, anything like that. All I asked was a simple question. Why now? Why now?
Why
No, that-
not?
Is it because, hold on, I'm sorry?
I said Fisher was still involved in this around a year ago,
Okay,
And we didn't have any say then.
and we didn't have a say then.
This is our first year without them being in charge.
Yes,
Right,
so that's
right.
why it's now.
And Mr.
But
Fisher
you-
brought up last week that, or 2 weeks ago, at a meeting, that all we're asking for is some answers about how you did it with 3 Mile.
Yeah.
How you did it.
right.
And here we are again, 2 weeks later, after Mr. Fay brought up, we've been asking the same questions for 2 or 3 months now, and we still haven't got any answers.
Right.
So,
And I just gave you the question, or the answer to the 3 Mile Ridge question, that administration, I'm sorry?
it's not the same answer we got 2 weeks ago.
Okay, what is the answer?
We didn't get an answer 2 weeks ago, and the answer was, we were told that there had to be specific improvements made to get up to city specifications. That was in the meeting, it's in your notes, I'm sure it is.
Well,
And there was nothing done to 3 Mile,
right,
so.
right.
If you got rid of the PUD at 3 Mile,
That wasn't a PUD.
it's private, okay, so you got rid of the HOA, private community stipulation.
No, we didn't get rid of no HOA.
You still annexed it as a private community.
We took over the road. That's it. We did not take it. Okay, what I'm asking is, the answer is because you don't have the money to keep this going. That's the answer. Okay? So I'm sorry?
Didn't have the authority to do it.
I don't disagree with you.
But then that's why we are here now, because up until recently, we didn't have this option. Now we do have this option, and that's why we keep coming back to get what we should be getting as city residents.
Right, that's right.
You chose to go and buy a house in a private development.
In the city of Lawrenceburg.
No, you're exactly right. But what I'm saying though is, you knew, not everybody has access. So if we take over the road, so somebody down here is gonna be able to come up and use your pool?
We took over the roads at 3 Mile Ridge and we don't get to use their pool.
Right. They can't use the pool.
All right, I'm just asking, I mean, what, I'm sorry, Diana, what?
We have people
That
that
doesn't
come
make the
off
pool.
Bilby Road and dump their garbage into our dumpsters constantly.
Well, that's something you ought to report that.
Well,
I mean, that's management's decision, but.
and like we said, we just took over. It's been 6 months. Fisher's finally out. We're able now to do what we need to do for our residents. And we've
Okay.
come to you guys to help us out. The road, it's 1.5 miles of road.
Uh-huh.
It's not a lot.
Oh, it's,
You guys to
it is a lot, but that's beside the point, okay? I get why, I understand. If I was in your position, I'd be doing the same thing,
They need to start the planning.
period. I'm sorry?
It doesn't start here.
I say,
Hey, why don't we,
I say we make a motion to
Because
advise them.
I got to look out for the other 4,500 residents too.
Your Honor, why don't we just send them to the planning commission where Johnny Johnson can work on this? He'll get all the logistics, all the legal part of it, what has to be done. I think they even have to notify the surrounding area too, if we're gonna do it, to rezone it. So it starts at the planning commission. It doesn't start here. It starts at the planning commission.
But the thing is, it has to.
gonna come-
it has
it's
to.
gonna come
enter-
here.
It has
So
to,
my
yeah,
question
the
is,
planning commission will decide and
if
send
this
it to
board's
us.
in favor or is in favor, I think that's what
Yeah,
we wanna
we
do.
might as well make the decision. I mean, there's no more kicking the can down the road. I'll make the motion that we approve their roads contingent upon all of the legal work and background that needs to be done by the city attorney. Is there a second?
That's not right. It has to go to planning commission. Planning commission has to determine all that, not us, not Dale.
That's what he's saying, though. He's saying he's asking for a motion to
Move
do that
forward.
process, whatever it takes.
Well,
I have a question.
There's a
planning
motion on the
commission's
floor.
fine.
Hold on, what'd you say, Pam?
I have a question. When you guys took over Old Bilby, because it's now a city road, right, when they put 48 in, what does it cost the city to maintain that? What is that, 1.5 miles?
I have no idea. I can't answer that one.
But I mean, that's a mile, that's about 1.5 miles.
Okay.
You guys have had to reinforce it, you've had to do all kinds of things, right? And as a taxpayer of the city, I mean, I'm just thinking about what the cost of the city is gonna be if we take over these roads. You know, I mean, I'm curious. I mean,
So your question is what, Pam? I'm sorry.
how much is it gonna cost the city to maintain these roads?
Oh, okay. I got you.
I mean, I actually looked at a place up there once and decided that I didn't want to pay HOA fees.
Right.
You know? So I didn't move there. I mean, anybody that moved there knew when they walked in the door and signed the contracts exactly what they were getting. And now that they don't have enough because they were sold a bad bill of goods, then they're expecting the city to take over and make it right. When does the city stop taking over and making everybody's mistakes right? That's just my question. That's just my question, sorry.
Well, that's why I wanted to go to planning commission, because all those questions can be answered there.
But it's ultimately,
Johnny can work
Tommy,
on-
or
John can work
I
on
think
that.
where Dylan's going with it, so
Is,
we can,
Yeah.
all we're doing then is pushing it back down the road again,
Yeah.
because what's gonna happen is the planning commission, yeah, they can do all that, but it's ultimately gonna come right back on your desk.
with all the answers. We don't have the answers right now. How much is it gonna cost? Do we
Well,
have
they
to
don't,
widen the
they're
road?
not gonna know what.
I was gonna say, the planning
Oh, they can
commission
get
isn't gonna
assessment.
have that. What's
John
gonna
will have
happen is
some of
we're
it.
gonna build our budget, just like we do every year. We're gonna incorporate how much more this is. We're gonna look at it as a capital project in 20 years or however long, just like we do every year. We're gonna have sealing, we're gonna have tarring, all the same stuff that we already do for all of our city streets,
Not necessarily.
Because there's grant money available.
for the most part.
Did it have to go to the building commission to do 3 Mile? Or did the city just take it over?
I don't recall, but I think the city just took it over, if I'm not
They
mistaken.
were not a PUD.
But they weren't a PUD.
You gotta understand.
There's a
you are
difference.
PUD.
There is a difference between,
I made that clear at the last meeting, that you guys need to educate yourself.
there's a difference
on how
between,
we're tied.
Sarcasm
hold it,
Not sarcasm, I'm being honest.
condescending attitude, I asked you.
sir,
Okay.
sir,
whatever.
There is a difference between a PUD and
I understand.
a development,
Chris
so.
said you guys have the ability to
No, we don't have the ability to do it. We can't make the decision here tonight that we're going to take over your street. It was obviously pointed out, it has to go to the planning commission, right? But that's the rezone. But
Rezone the whole thing.
Listen, there's a motion on the floor. The motion is,
Does it include going to the planning commission? All right.
rephrase the motion you want on the floor.
I'll make a motion to accept the roads contingent to it going through the proper process of going through the planning commission and with legal review from Dell.
Okay.
Second.
Do I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Nay.
I need a roll call.
Councilperson Tony Abbott.
Aye.
Councilperson Dylan Little.
Aye.
Councilperson Tommy Roulette.
Nay.
Councilperson Lenny Fryman.
Nay.
Councilperson Brett Bondurant.
Nay.
Go through that again, I'm sorry.
Councilperson Tony Abbott,
Aye, aye.
which is a yes.
Okay?
Councilperson Dylan Little.
Aye.
Councilperson Tommy Roulette.
Nay.
Councilperson Lenny Fryman.
Nay.
Councilperson Brett Bondurant.
Nay.
All right, motion fails for 3-2. Okay. Any,
Well, I didn't want to do it now.
any other old business? If not, I'll entertain comments from the audience.
No comments.
Okay, if not, I'll entertain, yes, Gene?
Just a quick question. While I was volunteering at the farmer's market, I had a few people ask me what was going to be, what else would happen in the pavilion other than the farmer's market, and I pointed out the ice rink. But what other things? Will people be allowed to rent that, like
No.
for a party or?
We don't, we're treating it like we do any of the parks. They're not for rental. Obviously, it's first come, first
I
served.
don't think they make enough strohs.
Okay.
Well, hold on, Gene. Tony, we're still in a meeting, buddy. We're still in a meeting. So obviously, it'll be treated like we do the parks, Gene.
Okay.
But it can be used for, if a person has a birthday party or, whatever the case may be. There's going to be picnic tables in there and stuff. We want people to use it. But, obviously, it's like everything else we own. We don't charge for
Okay.
that use.
So it'd just be first come, first served. Will there be picnic tables in there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And the restrooms will be open, like when it's not in use for farmer's market or music
what
on the
will be
roof?
open?
The restrooms will be
Oh,
open?
yeah, the restrooms are going to be open, for
Okay.
for downtown, like we do the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so I have accurate information to give people when they ask at the
Okay.
Main Street booth.
Thank you. Hey, yes, ma'am.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Good.
I heard about the speed bumps. I was in here when you guys were talking about those. I live on Short and Tate, and I had no idea that the speed bumps were going to be discussed. But our corner, people blast through that stop sign all the time. I mean, it is like,
You're the greenhouse on the corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
That's your guy at the end.
it is.
Well, no, what we can do is he'll take the note tonight to get his police officers to set it that
Yeah, I mean, it
intersection
is
more
like
often.
alarming. Like, I sit out there and have my coffee in the morning, and I've almost just gotten a flag because these kids, it's really adorable. There's like 4 sets that ride their bikes, and they're just as cute as can be, and they're all like, go, go, go. Like, they want to cross so fast. And it's really scary because some of those cars, it's not even just during
Time that
school.
it's worse?
I'm sorry?
Is there a certain time that you see that it's worse?
Well, I'm out there, now because school just started, so I'm a little bit more aware of it during the beginning of the day. But, St. Lawrence gets out, CES gets out, and all those parents are gunning to get somewhere else. It is just the truth of the matter. They're all.
Ivy Tech is starting up, so they'll be
It is.
around 4 o'clock or so.
It's like, I don't know, it almost would be better to have and I would be I would be happy to be part of it, but I lived in Bloomington, Indiana for 8 years, and they had people with flags that would stand out there, volunteers, just whenever the kids came, they would stop them, wait and then flag and walk in the middle of the road and hold and get everyone across.
Hey, we got a school board member right here.
Former.
Former, I'm sorry. Yeah, former.
It's just an idea, but it could just be something that
But he
like,
has
the community
connections.
gets to be a part of.
Oh,
But-
where?
Regina's over.
Hey, oh, we got a school board member right here.
Bring back the crossing guards.
Crossing guard, crossing
You already said no.
crossing guard.
Well, even something like that, but you brought up the speed bumps, and I don't know, I don't really get, this is just like on the lines of like, why are we replacing the ones that are there? They seem fine. I'm not sure why we need to put that much
We're
money.
not replacing the ones that are there,
aren't?
like there.
Okay.
The speed tables, we're replacing the removable speed bumps.
Oh,
to Make
okay.
them all speed tables.
Okay, and then like maybe, I don't know, I would assume that there's like regulations on like where school zones start and where they end. But it feels like I'm right across the street and there's nothing on my street past my house that says school zone. So if there could be like a stop sign that has like lit up or something during the school hours, it feels like there's not enough to protect the kids in that area.
I hear everything you're saying.
Yeah.
Obviously, school starting up, we refocus the attention of our patrol officers in and around the school and on 50, so that anybody driving through in the morning can see that. We want to have a strong presence there. With any given, only a certain amount of officers on, we can't be everywhere at once, but I promise you we will pay.
It doesn't need to be, I'm not asking you guys to put you guys there. It's not even, it doesn't need to be that, that feels pretty like.
Place a patrol car there, they're going to stop, right? It's a novel.
I've seen the patrol car parked near my house and people, I'm just saying like you could incorporate the community. I know I have great neighbors, like people would be interested in helping do something like
I'm not
that.
saying that can't be explored, but the liability reasons of it and such,
Well, maybe it's not through you all. Maybe it's through just like a community activist like program. I don't know. It does maybe.
We're gonna how you say that? Deputize you, and you're gonna be able to.
I know. I feel like
tickets
this
in the
isn't that hard. I don't know. This feels pretty simple, but I think that it feels like there just could be more of like you're approaching a school zone. It just doesn't feel like that until you're really in it on that street, like between St. Lawrence and CES.
You know what? That would be a good. Hey, and I'm not making light of this at all. I think you're bringing up a great topic, but in 2 years I'm retiring. I would be more than willing to be a crossing guard. Paid crossing guard.
Hey,
Tell her, Dean, be careful what you ask for.
obviously.
I need a chair and a little.
I just think that the kids.
Umbrella.
I just think that the kids.
No, but
that
I'm
are,
not
like,
making light of it.
currently,
I think you're exactly
riding,
right.
I think it should be something that's incentivized. Like it is that should be more of the community base. The kids that are people moving in down here, feeling good about sending their kids to walk to school and riding their bikes to school. That I would love, as someone that lives down here, it'd be so nice to see more of that. And it just seems like one mistake and then they could all probably not do it right. Like anything, like one little thing happens and then all those kids would feel scared to do that.
Absolutely.
And that's the block right. It's
Point well taken. Absolutely.
That's just-
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I think some
Yeah,
additional
Brian?
signing is a great idea.
What's
At
that?
the very least, I think some additional signing.
Yeah,
put up
I
signs.
wrote that down. I think we can.
At the very least, something that we can make happen quickly.
There is a sign on Elm Street.
I know.
School zone.
Well, let me get Austin and Ashley looking at. I think there's probably other communities. There's other communities that have the same issue that have probably addressed it. That they may have some things out there that hey, something with the school zone thing. So let me get them to look into that.
It's funny you mentioned that. You got it there, and we got it at Village up there too. Is it hardwood? They fly by that every day.
The scales.
Your Honor, do they make the signs with the yellow flashing light like they do the stop signs?
I think so.
Yeah, like pedestrian
I was
crossing.
gonna.
Yeah, we could maybe
You had
get
one
those.
of them, excuse me, you had one of them on 8th Street, didn't we, by the pole?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a flashing.
We'll get a few
Yes,
of them.
and it was solar powered.
Let me get Austin and Ashley on that.
All right.
See what we can do. Thank you for that. Anyone else? Yeah, Brian.
Couple things. One, you guys are talking about the speed bumps, speed tables.
Yeah.
I think they're terrible. I hate them, but I would accept the speed tables.
Yeah.
But what my concern is I don't believe all the residents are getting what they want, because I've had a couple of residents in my district said they reached out to Lenny and said they wanted some speed tables, speed bumps down there by Village, and they was told that there was not going to be any more speed bumps put in. Now, if that's the case, I want them taken off of my street,
Yeah.
because if nobody's gonna have them and everybody can't have them that wants them,
Yeah.
then I don't think my street should suffer either.
Well,
That's one thing.
point well taken, but
Yeah.
can I answer that?
Yeah.
When the speed tables that's on the list to put in right now
Yeah.
are speed tables that we've had in, and so we're making them permanent.
Yes.
I'm not a big, and Tony, I know Tony and I have had some friendly bantering about this over the years, but I'm not a big fan of the speed bumps, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in certain areas, I think it's necessary.
Schools,
Okay.
playgrounds, pools.
It's necessary.
like that.
Well,
You
and,
live on Randy, don't you?
and
Yes, sir.
certain Hardwood Ridge. He lives on Hardwood.
Hardwood
Yeah.
Ridge. And you got a lot of kids up there, don't you?
A lot of kids.
Kids around the.
I don't see many down my name in the neck of the woods, but there are still kids.
Let me just say this one story on speed bumps and humps and tables. All right. We never had none in Lawrenceburg. We put a few in front of the swimming pool, temporary one. Our city guys put it down, got in their truck, left. 2 minutes later, this car comes flying down there, hits the speed bump, had to slow down, and when it stopped, it was that far away from some little girl running out in the street. Speed bumps save lives, man. These kids, I mean, with these speed bumps,
You put them on every street.
definitely save lives. So if you got some on your street, I would say thank you, because
Yeah.
you're saving some kids' lives.
Well, the speed limit is 25 and you can't go 25.
How many kids go 25, 16-year-old kids, driver's license, go 25?
Well, I don't know. But like I said, that's secondary. I mean, to me, there's a bigger item on your guys' agenda. And you guys are all in the room and you can hear what I got to say. This Tanner's Creek development thing, you guys are kicking, table tonight. I want you guys to really pay attention to that. And I don't know how it works, but I know IDEMs still have to weigh in on it. But getting down there, disturbing that dirt around that fly ash pond is not a good idea.
We could have voted.
And I just want everybody in this room to hear that from me. I don't care what IDEM says. If you guys got the final say, I would hope you would do the right thing. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
Good note, thanks.
Oh, Brian,
Anyone else?
the speed bumps you're talking about, I did ask, and they said, well, we got a stop sign there. So they didn't want to go up, 100 feet and put another speed bump in? That's what was told to me.
Down on Hardwood, on Randy, there's a speed bump 100 feet from the stop sign at the end of Hardwood and Randy. But I'm not here to dispute it. I'm fine. Like I said, speed tables are better than those god-awful speed bumps that are there now.
There's no doubt about that.
That's,
I agree with that.
I don't argue about it. I don't like them.
Yeah.
I lose speed tables, lose speed bumps all day long.
Yeah.
Yep.
We talked about, Mr. Cook and I had a conversation about the speed tables here in town. We talked about potentially maybe resurfacing this, because they're still painted like a crosswalk. And the kids use it like a crosswalk. I think that would help deter at least some of the traffic.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Maybe just like black it out. I know our new ones are gonna have an arrow pointing up, like on the upslope of the speed bump.
Well, I'm not
Also a
so
sign
sure that,
lays parallel to it.
I think,
There's a sign
yeah.
already.
Let me,
Arrows or something.
I'm just making another note here on my trusty notepad. Okay. Point well taken, Brian. Anyone else? Hey, Jim.
Hey, just to follow up on the IDEM situation, I met with the Power to Be downriver, and he told me that they've never done their public disclosure that was mandated in their reporting. And I didn't test the veracity of any of that or anything, but if there's something that just hasn't been done yet, and now it's just being fluffed over again, or IDEM's not enforcing the things that are already in place for the commitments made, I don't know, but it might be something for everyone to be aware of. Okay, thank you.
We've been in IDEM's office more times than I could tell you, but
I can imagine. Thank you all.
not too happy. But anyone else?
Quick comment, sorry.
Yeah, Pam. Nothing's ever quick with you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's real quick. Today, I wanted to send an email to each council member, so I went to the website, and there are no emails. Could we make it so that next, when the breakdown for the council, for the people, if we could just like put the person's name and then like their email address, so that
Phone
it's,
numbers and emails used to be on there, but
Yeah.
you're right, they are.
they're not on there.
They're on there, yeah.
Because I wanted to send emails today. That's what I thought. I mean,
Yeah, they used
I've been around here a long time, so,
Email.
yeah. So if you guys don't mind, told you it's quick.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks.
You're welcome.
On website. They were on there.
I know they were, actually.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, so I'd like to say, I'd like to throw a prop out to the police officers with the fishing derby last week. It went very well. There was a big turnout. I
You're not
think-
the audience. You've had.
Well,
your
I'm
chance.
still, but I had to wait.
Continue.
You guys, is all just a whole lot going on, but it was a real.
Pat him on the back, Jenny.
The only thing that I didn't like about it, I did not get no hamburger, and
Okay.
I had to hunt for a hot dog.
Any other comments from the audience?
And that surprises us.
If not, I'll entertain a motion to review the claims.
So moved.
Tony,
Yes.
second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to approve all payroll reports and checks once properly certified.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Jumped on.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. Be safe going home. Hold them. Here you go, Tommy.